Okay, good evening, everybody. This is William K. Murtaugh, Witness 1. And to the surprise and consternation of the folks over at um, Teleturd, I am on the air tonight. And I'm going to get into why I've been off the air. I did have a project come up on the last show that I couldn't get on, and I also said that I'm going to be a little bit busy getting my next set of projects up and running, one of which is I'm going into podcasting. I haven't quite got in the podcasting mode yet, but that is forthcoming. But before I get to what is going on, there's a few housekeeping matters I need to catch up. And good evening, Lori. And the first is a rather interesting um, thing that was sent to me about uh, the teleturds, and it was this. And um, what is claimed here is that I deleted my September 17th live stream. This is the one where Alex Goddard uh, got lit, for a lack of a better word, and she had a little bit of fun on the show. And it was also when this nonsense about the um, image came up. And so they, over on Telegram, they said, well, Mert deleted his September 17th uh, live stream. And, well, then maybe they can explain this. This is my current um, readership of the very stream they said I deleted. If you look down in the bottom right hand corner, you will see September 17th. And if you were to go over there right now, you would see this. It would be in the archive. Now, apparently, these people don't know how to use YouTube. Uh, on YouTube, where my channel resides, you have an index that goes across. Now, on the index, it's going to say uh, videos, live, and so forth. And if you click on the live, not only will it take you to the current live chat, but it will also bring up the archive for all the other live chats on my channel. So apparently, uh, Truth Punisher, you are not making any polite um, do not republish Megan Fox. Where did I publish Megan Fox? Megan Fox and I have nothing to do with each other, so I don't understand that uh, comment. But this brings up something. I guess I'm going to have to go find Megan Fox and see what all the hubbub is about, because clearly um, there's something going on there that Tooth Punisher doesn't want me to see. So I will be checking Megan Fox out to see what Megan Fox has to say. I know Megan Fox has been said not to support Tim Homestead. So maybe that's why Truth Punisher doesn't want me to republish Megan Fox. So thanks, Truth Punisher, for bringing up Megan Fox, so I have something to check into to see uh, why you have a burr up your ass over Megan Fox. Politically, me and Megan Fox are uh, I don't know, I just lost my train of thought. But I was told by a Field McConnell supporter that Megan Fox does not like Tim Holmes at all, and because of that, Megan Fox um, is on Timmy's shit list, and this is probably why um, they don't want anyone to know about Megan Fox. Um, so I'm gonna, when I get done with the show, I am going to go over to Megan Fox's uh, site and see what all the hubbub is about and why Punisher is having such a problem. Thank you, and I will check that out shortly. But I had heard rumblings of that, so that's probably what it is. So I would recommend everybody go check out Megan Fox and see why uh, Truth Punisher is having such a problem with this individual. Uh, and incidentally enough, they are advertising my show. Um, so that was nice of Barbara to do that. Now, yeah, Barbara, since you bring that up, um, let's move on briefly to Timothy Charles Homeseth and his quote compassion. Uh, Truth Punisher, why are you denying me my First Amendment rights? Is this Nazi Germany or is this Russia? I know you don't like the First Amendment. You do not like uh, freedom of speech, I guess, and a right to people to have their opinions. So this must be what is going on here. And so here is the link to Megan Fox's page so that we can see what's going on. And since I've been so interestingly interrupted here, I'm going to. Okay, I'm done with that. But, um, so just to finish up on the web page that they lied about again, um, the September 17, 2022 uh, Murtathon is on my archives. It was never taken off. Now, for those who do not know how to use uh, YouTube, apparently I get to give an education here in how to use it. When you go to my main page, you are going to see a row, and the row is going to, you know, have my most recent uh, postings. Now, underneath the title of my channel, From the Desk of Witness 1, you're going to have hyperlinks. One says home, one says videos, one says live, playlist, community, channels, and so forth. If you click on videos, you're going to get all my videos, and they're going to be dated according to when I put them up. But if you go on live, you are going to get my streams. And the one that's titled The Art of Deception is the September one that these people are having such a fuss about. And it is there. So they got caught in a lie once again, or they simply do not know how to use my live stream. And so, you go there, and there it is. September 17th, 2022. So, that takes care of that deal. Now, let's get to the meat of the matter. This one here is an upcoming court case. Uh, this is the state of Ohio versus Timothy Charles Homeseth. Now, as you know, Alexander Goddard went to the local police department about the activities of these two, and she provided them with plenty of evidence. They looked over it, saw that there was probable cause, took it to the prosecutor's office. The prosecutor said, yeah, there's probable cause here, and charges have been filed. Now, on September 16th, 2022, at 9 in the morning, Timothy Charles Homeseth is ordered to appear in court to answer the charges and be put on trial. Now, since they did not show up at the initial appearance, the judges entered a not guilty plea, but they still have to come to court. If not, they may be determined to be guilty by default. So it's in their best interest to show up for a number of reasons. And of course, we can't leave Randy out of this. And let me get down here. And here is Randy's appearance order. And she is required to be in court on the date in question. So both of these yokels have to show up in court and they have to answer the charges against them. Now they can defend themselves if they want, which probably will not happen because they do not believe in the court system, except for when they're trying to get me implicated, Alex implicated, and other people implicated in all these various accusations that they make. It's fine to send all this stuff to the FBI and to the TBI and to the state of Ohio and the state of Indiana, but when it comes to them having to face the legal system, they run away. I sincerely doubt that they are going to show up. I'd be surprised as hell if they do, but I do not think they're going to show up. The odds are against them showing up. So we shall see. And excuse me for looking away. I'm trying to get things sorted out. And excuse the noise. This microphone is rubbing up against me. But task force, I see you're stalking me again. And why, task force, you never answer a question. Why is that? And what is it about Megan Fox that has Truth Punisher all upset? And why do you care how many people I have in this room? I mean, that's what you want, isn't it? You want me to have the smallest channel on the internet. You don't want anything about what I have to say getting out. I don't get it. Oh, so, all right, we have it official, guys. Task Force is not going to show up in Ohio. And another thing, if the courts are fake, then why is Tim Homeseth sending all this material to the courts? I mean, if the courts are fake, what is the point of sending all this material to the courts? Because they're fake, right? I don't get these people. They sit there and say, we're under amateur. It's a admiralty law. It's a kangaroo court. Is this, that, and the other thing? What do? They file with the court. They try to sue people in court. I don't get it. The very same court that Tim Homeseth says is corrupt, they filed a lawsuit. They're hypocrites. They are just straight up hypocrites. And Yeah, we go through this every time. They come in here and they whine and they cry, but they never answer any questions. We got some idiot over on uh, BitChute, uh, the legislature. Okay, this makes no sense because you're not filing with the legislature, you're filing with the court. I don't see anything where you're filing with the legislature. You're filing with the court. So, how can the court be valid when you're filing stuff with the court and not be valid when other people file with the court? It just, you don't know your ass from the hole in the ground, period. Um, you lie. Hi, Paula. You lie to people constantly. You defame people constantly. You slander people constantly. And you don't care. You're out there enjoying yourselves with all the money, the thousands that you're getting from the donors, and you have no conscience. You definitely don't believe in God because you violate his teachings. So all this bullshit about repent and everything else uh, is a fraud, and you are a fraud. And task force is not capable of being respectful. Um, it's not in them. Oh, how is that, Paula? That now I'm going to talk about this stupid image for a minute because you know they once again over on Teleturd have admitted that they feel that it is a child in that image. And if that is the case, then they are in possession of child porn because they have not turned Randy's phone over to the authorities. Now, she still has that image on her phone. And if Tim is contending that that is a child on that phone, then they are in possession of child pornography. And to make this point, they published an article, uh, and it says FBI Cincinnati task force officer who charged Justin Foley given photograph or photographic evidence possibly linking Ohio rapists to Delphi murders. Now, if you go to that article, which is written by the wacky Canadian, and go all the way down, blah, 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 it gets down here and it says, in conjunction with an international network, are clearly operating an organized criminal enterprise that abuses and exploits children in violation of RICO and the Hobbs Act. They are contending that that image is of a child, and that classifies that as child pornography. And since they still possess that image and refuse to give it to authorities, they are in possession of child pornography and they should be charged accordingly. And here's my mascot. She decided to come up and join the audience. She won't stay down, so I figured I'd bring her up here. Uh, yeah, that's exactly what they are. Bing, 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 bing. Pat, 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 pat. Okay, let me get rid of this thing. I wish you would go catch a mouse or something. I know there's no mice, but you could pretend. Uh, no, they're not that bright at all. They don't have a clue as to anything. Because if they wanted to determine whether or not that image was a child, all they had to do is a reverse image search. There's about 12 to 20 image search sites that are available that you can take the image, do a reverse image search on it, and find out, number one, if it's a child, and number two, where the hell it came from. And they are going to find that it came from an adult website, porn site, and that the person that the image depicts is a very much alive adult. So, if and I have challenged these people time and again to call my local law enforcement and tell them that I have child pornography on my computer. And be sure, if they do that, to give their name to Orange County. So, nobody will do it. The last guy that did that wound up in jail for 2 years. So, yeah, it's just, these people are just unbelievable. But, stupid is what stupid does. They got to have the money. Yeah, yes, they did. This is the funny thing. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, where they took that picture that they said is not a child and is not Summer Wells, looked at the picture, did a forensic examination of the picture, and determined that it came from an adult website. Now, if law enforcement, either in Ohio or in Tennessee or anywhere, including the federal law enforcement, could go to Alexander Goddard's house and say, where did this image come from? And they would take whatever device that Alex allegedly used to send this image, and they would go through it. And guess what they would find? They would find her search history. When you go on Google and you do a search and all the links come back, the links that you click on Google is highlighted. And so all law enforcement has to do is click on that highlighted link, and they're going to be taken to wherever the picture came from, which happens to be an adult entertainment site. And then from there, they could find out who the person is in the image. They could find out how old the person is, and most importantly, if that person is alive. And that's exactly what they did. They backtraced the image. They didn't need Alex's computer to do it. They found out that it was an adult entertainment site, and this woman has a whole boatload of these images up there. And so it's not a child. It's not a corpse. It has nothing to do with any of these cases. But these idiots don't Holseth didn't participate in anything over the phone. He is taken and happy, unlike you. What in the hell does that mean? Where was he taken? Oh, Holmeshead didn't participate in anything. And, if I read this correctly, this is about this phone sex thing. And he may not have participated, but somebody sure had fun with that phone. And some of the disclaimers I've heard about what she did not do with that phone is kind of funny. Yeah, he is having an affair, allegedly, with a married man. So, and if he's not taken by Randy, who's he taken by? Randy is a married woman. So explain that, task force. I would love to know who Timmy is with. And Tim Holmseth is supposed to be an investigative reporter, and an award-winning investigative reporting. Now, let's do something here. Now, there's this chat that's been up for God knows how long. It first cropped up over a decade ago. Now, what Tim Holmseth did not do is determine where the chat was posted. All he had was a screenshot. He never bothered to find out who was in the chat or any of that. Now, what's in the chat? Allegedly, it has to do with Trenton Duckett. And this is in a chat. There's a template in there. It has a picture of Justice the Cap in the right-hand corner, so on and so forth. And they say that I got on with this person with the really, really long name and had this chat. But there's a slight problem here. I was not live streaming publicly or any other way, as a matter of fact, on the internet. Now, I was on topics, but that is a text only program. I was not on chat anywhere. So how could this have happened? Let me explain what people are seeing when they see Timmy's little screenshot. During the search for Kaylee Anthony, I was live streaming on another service. It wasn't YouTube. And they didn't have their own chat. You had to use a separate chat. And I used a chat created over an internet relay chat. But internet relay chat does not have templates. So any chat that I was making up to just before Thanksgiving week would have been in IRC format with no pictures on it. And also, at that time, I did not have a cat. Period. I had a dog, but I did not have a cat. So, what's the deal with the template? Okay, like I say, just before Thanksgiving week, or Thanksgiving, they were searching for Kaylee Anthony at Blanchard Park. And just before I went up there, I was notified by someone that there is a service called Pal Talk that had seen my live stream and they had an offer for me. And so I called the owner of Pal Talk to find out what the offer was. And what they said, if I came on their servers and live streamed from their servers, I would get a broadcast quality page that would have the screen, like you see here, and the chat over in the right-hand side. In those days, you did not have a chat and a live stream in the same channel. You had to provide your own chat. And this company started doing that. That was one of the first companies to do that. Remember, this is 10 years ago, 12 years ago, or over a decade ago. We'll go to that. So, okay, I signed up with Pal Talk. I had an administrator and at one time 4 moderators. And I also had the Pal Talk chat. Now, the Pal Talk chat is where Justice the Cat came in. I was given the cat by a woman that I've known for years. She was moving back to Indiana, and she had this cat, and she couldn't take it with her, so she gave me the cat. And I named the cat Justice the Cat, and she was a mascot for the channel, just like Mittens is. And so, I'm surprised that Task Force comes in here when she's told she's not wanted. But she likes to stalk, so. Oh, why does Timmy keep holding his stomach? I mean, you want to bring up the stomach thing. Remember back when Timmy was holding his stomach? And you said that he had some kind of a position or something. But I'm not holding it. I'm itching it. The shirt itches. But, anything to get off topic. You're being a perfectly good troll, task force. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Since you don't want to hear this, task force, you can go away if you want. It wouldn't bother me in the least. They're looking for you over on Teleturd, by the way. But anyway, so it was Pal Talk where you saw Justice the Cat and my chat. Now, how could I be talking to somebody on my Pal Talk about Trenton Duckett 2.5 to 3 years before I even went live stream? Timmy never figured that one out. Also, Timmy never called the Leesburg City Police Department. Timmy never called the Orange County, Florida Sheriff's Department. And Timmy did not call the Orlando Federal Bureau of Investigation. For if he did, he would have found out that they examined that same chat and determined that it was a fraud. But Timmy doesn't want to be an investigative reporter because I asked him that when he was still on Twitter. I said, why don't you call? And he said, it's not my job to investigate. This from an investigative reporter. It's not his job to investigate. Now, would somebody please explain that to me? How an investigative reporter is not supposed to investigate evidence that he is providing to accuse somebody of a very serious crime. He won't do it. It's the same with the Whitey Bulger stuff. He won't investigate it because Tim Homestead didn't create it. It was created by his ghostwriter. Tim Homestead has not written a single solitary thing on any social media in 3 years. It's all being done by these other people. So that's that. Now, Task Force brings on an interesting point here, and also the reason I'm doing what I'm doing. People over on Teleturd don't take no for an answer. I have told them time and again they are not welcome here. They told me they don't want me posting on Telegram. I said, fine, I won't post on their Telegram channel. So what do? They come over into my channel and they post here, knowing full well I don't want them here. That is considered stalking because, by their definition, because they accuse me of the same thing. But Task Force comes in here, barges in, and Valentine Bride, well, it's called forensic linguistics. Tim Homestead has a very distinct way of writing. His language, his pronunciation, very, very distinctive. If you go back and study his writings on what he calls his old blog and compare it to the current one, you will notice that there was a change in the way he writes, a complete change. Not only that, the style of the blogs changed completely. Tim Homestead does not have a command of technology of the type that is being used on the current blog and on more recent blogs that he has out there. That means that somebody else is controlling the blog. Now, see, I do due diligence. I go back and I look and I research because I have always been trying to figure out how Timmy is able to do the things he can do. And it's because he's not doing it. Everything started to change when Randy Erickson took over his social media. And she even came out. She's got a thing over on the blog where she is the trustee of the blog. And by extension, she also controls the BitChute channel and any other social media channel that Tim has. And Tim, just for the hell of it, I'm going to go back over to that blog because I want to see something. Yeah, and number one, Timmy has quit writing using his name. Everything now is this PWS builder. And uh, it has this stuff here about um, on November 28th, FBI. All right. Well, let me go to an older one because all this is a transcript of a letter he says that he sent to the FBI. And so we go down. Let's go back. And no, I'm not. I'm not going to go through the trouble of putting this up online. They say all this is PWS Builder. So we're not seeing any of Tim Holmes's signature on here. So now it's PWS Builder. And the thing of it is, if you go far enough back and compare PWS Builder with Tim Homeseth, they write exactly the same. Uh, Now, Timothy Homeseth. Here is, we bring up Trader, and I go down. And it's here that you might get something. But what this turns out is that somebody copied an old post. But the difference between what PWS Builder writes and what is in the old blog is different. So PWS Builder is not Timothy Homeseth. PWS Builder is somebody else. And the writing style of PWS Builder and older post that has Tim Homeseth in the byline are exactly the same. But if you go to the old blog where he is written, there's a distinct difference in his writing style. And even in the legal paperwork that he has published on court records and stuff, his writing style comes out. And it's completely different than what is on that blog. So it is not Tim Holseth, in my opinion. Because there's, hi Lillian, welcome to the chat. So that's basically not relevant to begin with. Um, but what is relevant here is that they are not telling the truth because they, the only reason they go after people on here like Fireman John or Al Kennedy or me is because we disagree with Homeseth. We question him. We challenge him to prove what he has to say. And he does not like that. He does not like being held accountable, and neither does his cult. They say, fine, if you are going to criticize Timmy, you are going to be held accountable. And we're going to go after you. We're going to accuse you of all this nonsense. We're going to send ridiculous crap to law enforcement and so on and so forth. And they lie. Instead of going after legitimate child traffickers, human traffickers, child abusers, they pick on people that are just trying to live out their lives. So that's where we're going with that. And Truth Punisher just proved it because she doesn't want us to see what's going on with Megan Fox. So, what's going on with Megan Fox? Well, I guess we're going to have to find out because she doesn't want Megan Fox published. And let's get Google. Okay, I'm looking for Megan Fox. And, well, see, problem is I get American actress. She's a tough cookie to find. Um, what I got to do is I'm going to go over to where I got that link from and see if I can get the, go up here. Where's Twitter? There it is. See, we'll go over to Twitter. Yeah, we go in here. Let's see what we got here. Charles Holmes says, I am advised that Megan Dumpster Firefox has been reporting on my reporting. Her skill set is so lacking, she reported that I've never run a wars for reporting, and it's on my page. The real takeaway is Fox is communicating with Alexandra Goddard, who brags about kidnapping, handcuffing, and sexually torturing a man. Blah, blah, blah. So, and Megan Fox has a YouTube channel. And this is a yeah, Lillian, uh, I am on Facebook, but I'm also going to be making an announcement of where I'm going to be because I have a tendency to keep. But I am on Facebook, and it's under my name. Uh, but Astro has been doing this for over a decade. Um, she has an obsession with people that have good relationships with um, Kim Picazio. And that's, by the way, is why I'm being attacked by Tim Homestead, because he does not like Kim Picazio, because Kim Picazio told him to go pound sand. He tried to barge in on the Haley Cummings case the same way he is now barging in on the Delphi murder case. And she said, go do your own investigating, leave us alone. So he said, fine, I'm going to pay you back for not paying attention to me. And he's had this temper tantrum now for the last 13 years. And Astro is right in there. Okay, let me go back in here because I see this one with Truth Punisher that was sent to me. Yeah. All right, let me go back in here. All right, I'm going to do this a different way because, yeah, I have no quarrel with Megan Fox. I mean, her and I differ politically, but that's fine. You know, everybody has their own opinion of things. But uh, she started criticizing Tim Homestead, and now everybody's after her. And then out of the blue, Truth Punisher sends me a thing. Don't uh, don't publish Megan Fox. Um, and this, I'm going to bring this into the room, but she wrote this, and it's coarse language. Uh, I don't even know who Alexandra Goddard is. I have never communicated with her. Tim Homestead can eat a bag of dicks. Fuck him. Fuck his fake website. Fuck his fake news bullshit. And so this is uh, apparently what uh, is going on here. Uh, all right, what's with the underwear? The underwear is supposed to be Levi Page, and Astro does not like Levi Page. Astro has written media stations all over the United States trying to make sure that Levi Page cannot get a job in the industry. And they basically told her to pound sand because, this is just ridiculous. But what she's doing is she's going around and raiding people's personal websites and stealing images. And some of the images she said she took was of Levi Page. But interesting thing, I'm actually getting more information here. Over on Telegram, I got okay. Somebody thought I was a conservative, and I'm not, and I'm not a liberal either. I'm what they call a centrist. The Pentagon Pedophile Task Force is something that was created by Randy and others about 3 years ago. Uh, it does not exist. It is not part of any government agency. They are not affiliated uh, with uh, anything. It's a lie. It's a fraud so they can justify their existence. So that they can say, oh, we're close to the President of the United States, blah, 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 blah. And we're important, so send us your money so we can run around and couch surf. President Trump has never heard of Tim Homeseth. Nobody in the Trump administration has ever heard of Homeseth. There is absolutely no affiliation with them. Tim Homeseth has never named whoever is supposed to be between him and President Trump. It was implied that it was David Straight, but David Straight has disowned Tim Homeseth, so Tim Homeseth has disowned David Straight. He once called Lynn Wood a hero, and now he has rejected Lynn Wood. He used to worship General Flynn, but now he turned against General Flynn. If you do not pay attention, favorable attention, to Tim Homeseth, he turns against you. Well, uh, this Lillian, this was supposed to be back in the high school or in the college days and stuff. And people when they're in college, they do interesting things. I guess they even made movies about this stuff. Uh, you know, but the thing of it is why is she so deeply concerned with his uh, personal affairs? I mean, what's the deal? What does that have to do with anything? But it's an obsession she has, and it has nothing to do with it. Sharpton's race card. I am not a David Straight fan. I have no affiliation with David Straight. I disagree with David Straight, and so on. So for anyone to call me a window licker like David Straight, you don't know what you're talking about. You're kind of a late arrival in here because you have no idea what's going on with David Straight. The point what I was trying to make regarding David Straight is Tim Homeseth is where he is today because of David Straight. And now that David Straight has rejected Tim Homeseth, he has turned on him. And apparently David Straight doesn't care. because David Straight has not said a word about any of this. And I agree, Lillian, she needs to leave everybody alone. But she cannot mind her own business. She is not capable of minding her own business. And she flat out told me that she is never, ever going to stop until her dying days. Well, Sharpton, let me finish this other one. But Astro said she is going to continue until the day she dies, going after Tim Levi Page. You know, Mittens, you're getting to be a pest. You know that. You're getting to be a pest. Pest, 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 pest. Here, go say hi to everybody. Hey, hey. All right, say hi. She won't even look at the damn camera. She's camera shy. Meow. But at one time, Sharpton, he and Timmy were as tight as nails. And this was evident if anybody ever took the time to research these two. Um, but, um, I'm having a conversation with somebody over in Telegram. But the point with the David Straight situation is that Tim has no loyalty. If you are useless to Tim, or they start to criticize you and try to correct you on something, he'll turn against you. And not only is it Tim, but it's his controllers. Uh, so he has thrown David straight to the curb, and anyone else. Tim's two best friends in East Grand Forks, Minnesota, risk going to jail to help Tim out because while he was in jail, they kept his property in storage so that the apartments wouldn't kick it out, throw his stuff out. Because when he went to jail, he lost his apartment. And so his friends came, took all the stuff, including his car, and they stored it for him. And what happens? Uh, Tim accuses them of helping Kim Picasio try to locate him when he skipped out on court. And Randy, rather conveniently, took over being his power of attorney from one of his close friends, and the accusation started. And then all of a sudden, these two close friends became pedophiles and part of the deep state and all this other crap. And that's what he does to lifelong best friends who are supporters of his. He just turns his back on them, and he has done this time and time and time again. And it's out there for all to see. So, if people are wondering what I'm doing, Mittens is on the floor, and I'm scratching her back. I'm trying to keep her from jumping up on here. That's not true, Lillian. Uh, it's quite the opposite. And Randy even admitted it. When Randy first met Tim Holmseth, and she wrote about this a long time ago. And so everybody over on Turdagram knows this is what is going on. If anybody's ever owned a cat, you know that they can be something of a problem. The apartment was never spotless and very upscale. As a matter of fact, it wasn't upscale, and anybody that would do some research on his old address would know that. His apartment was Section 8 housing, which means the government subsidizes the rent on your apartment. And as a general rule, these apartments are not upscale. I went to the apartment complex. I talked to the landlord. I talked to people that lived there. None of them liked Homeseth. They were glad he got out of there. Um, he would not take a bath. And he actually, this is the most famous story about Homeseth there is. He actually sued the National Weather Service because they told the temp agency he worked for that they did not want him in the building because of his lack of hygiene. Uh, the landlord basically said that he was a loner, that he was constantly complaining about things and talking about politics and all the conspiracy theories going on. And he even tried to sue the agency that got him his apartment. Yeah, Timothy does not take baths. Um, and so and that's just, and it's not just from one person, it's from everybody. If you go over to the Pizza Hut where he used to deliver pizza, they say the same thing. The guy's a pig, and they don't like him. And funny. Um, but, you know, and, that part is really irrelevant. I mean, if the guy's a pig, he's a pig. But you turn around and you accuse other people of things that are not true. And then you wonder why people pay so much attention to you. But enough of that. Now I'm going to get to the second half of this. I didn't plan on dragging along so much with Timothy Crapseth. Now, a couple things are going to happen. I have my own uh, BitChute channel, so I'm going to be from now on. I'm going to be posting my videos about Homeseth and this crowd over on my BitChute uh, channel. And so if you folks want to, you can go over to BitChute and you can check things out. And I link stuff over to my Twitter channel. Actually, Phil McConnell made a comment about his mental problems. Oh, hi, Levi. Welcome. We were talking about your underwear again. I'm not sure who introduced that. Paula would know that. Yes, I did, Levi. She got another Jack Russell. I meant to say something to her about it because it's funny. It looks just like Wilson. Um, and my brother has a long-haired Jack Russell, and they're very, very, very good dogs. So and that means that the boxer now has a companion. I bet you she felt lonely being the only dog in the house with two birds. Excuse me. So I'm glad of that. Forgot the damn dog's name. Anyway, um, yeah, that is one of the early things that Randy hired David Straight to do all this legal stuff for Tim, and Randy didn't like it. Uh, yeah, I'll let Paula pick up the conversation on this. And let Paula answer these questions. Persistent little turd. I put this cat down and she jumps right back up on me. And it's hard to conduct a show with a cat on your lap. And so the people over in Telegram, that's what I'm doing. I'm scratching the cat. And let's Yeah. Yeah, the dog is cute. Now, I remember she started posting about the new dog before she got it, and then she just posted. I believe it was today that she finally got the dog. So that's I love dogs. I like cats too, even though they can be a pest. Isn't that right? You're a little pest. Yeah, there's a lot coming out about the field relationship with Randy and so on. Yeah, Timmy just, he just has this knack for getting money out of women. Uh, Funny as shit. And Mert and his friends slash colleagues or cronies are obsessed with home Seth, and that's all they think about and talk about, and yet they are watching this channel. See, that's the thing here. These people will watch my channel, go over to their channel, and talk about me. And why am I obsessed with uh, Timmy and Randy? Well, it's because I'm being accused of being a serial rapist. I'm accused of being a serial child killer. I'm accused of being the bridge guy. I'm accused of being Whitey Bulger, and on and on and on and on. They make all these accusations. They will not own up to it, and then they get into a big temper tantrum when they're called out on it, and they tell me that I am obsessed with them when it's the other way around. If they would quit doing this crap, I wouldn't talk about them because they're irrelevant, but they keep it up because they need me. Now, I have been off the air for over a week, and while I was gone, it was nothing but me, 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 me. And, you go through the blog and it's clear cut proof. This PWS builder did nothing but talk about me the entire time I was gone. And I wasn't saying a damn thing to them. But there they are. So who is obsessed with who? You know, the proof is in Timmy's blog. The proof is over on Telegram. Their actions are proving it. And I have told these people as long as you continue to make these accusations against me, continue this defamation, I am going to counter that. I'm not going to stand by and have this crap be written about me without challenging it. And if you don't like it, you can stick it where the sun doesn't shine. Period. You better watch yourself. Things, they'll think you're making threats, Levi. Because they don't understand what the castle doctrine is, and they don't understand uh, what stand your ground is here in Florida. I mean, all she, that this murder plot is the silliest thing I've ever seen, because if she stays away from Randy's house or stays away from Alex's house, nothing's going to happen. She has no reason to go to Alex's house. It's none of her business what Alex does. But they crave the attention. They've got to have that drama. So they come up with this fake crap in order to do it. Yeah. But okay, enough with Tim Homestead. Now I'm going to get down to what's going on. Now, I'm over on Twitter, and Twitter's been having a little bit of a pissing match over there since Elon Stupid took over Twitter. He's turned that thing upside down. He's got everybody going crazy, and he's probably going to drive the company out of business and nothing flat. And so what I've done is I've gone to two different services. I've gone over to Tribal, and I've now gone over to Mastodon. Now I'm going to explain to you in a minute what Mastodon is. Uh, Mastodon is basically an alternative to Twitter, and it's almost the same. You go over to Mastodon, uh, you sign up just like you sign up for anything else, and you're there. There's some subtle differences, uh, but I am going to be doing a lot of things with Mastodon in the coming weeks. Now, as a matter of fact, let me do this. As I told these people, good now. No, that ain't working. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to do this different. Um, but I am now on Mastodon. And so let me see, present, video, share screen, go to a Chrome tab. Okay, now let me go to brand. This is my page. Hey, where am I at here? All right, this is my page over on. Not understanding why this is doing what it's doing. Okay, at least it's working right. But this is my page over on Mastodon, and as you can see, it's kind of like Twitter. Um, I don't know what happened to my monitor screen. It kind of went fluky here. So I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, there we go. I see what I did wrong. But anyway, if you go over, and let's see, if I do this, this is my current profile up at the top, and you'll see underneath my image there's this big square, and this is just like Twitter. You type in a comment, and the thing is with this, they call it a toot, T-O-O-T. So you send out a toot, and it's just like regular Twitter. Now down here, I did a toot, and let's see if I can. Here's my. And this is a toot I did, and basically I put up an image of Elon. Elon Musk did a survey, and the problem is he said Twitter is less fun, more fun, laugh my ass off. And he got less fun, 29%, more fun, 28%, but LMAO, 43%. So 43% of the people over on Twitter think he's made it to where it's a laughing stock. So he probably should not have done that. But that gives you an idea what's going on here. And so we go back. Now, when you sign up on Mastodon. You're going to go to a master page and it's going to have you sign on. And they're going to ask you to pick a server. Now, it's not as big a deal as it sounds. Um, what you do is you'll be given a list of servers, and you go down through, you pick your server out, you sign on the server just like you would on Twitter or anywhere else, and you'll have a page that looks like mine. Now, I'm on Tech Hub, which is a technology based um, server, but you can talk about anything on it. It's just kind of a base operation. And you can also talk to the entire Mastodon community. Now they have two versions. They have this thread is just like, you know, your Twitter. You see, and you'll see all these different things that you can do. And so you think, well, this is exactly like Twitter. Well, it is to a degree. Um, and this is local. This is the local board, and I refreshed it to go down through the various messages that are on there. So this is uh, just like Twitter, and it's just like Facebook, as a matter of fact. It's a little bit like Facebook, but not much. But you also have something called Federated, which is the global. This is on everybody on Mastodon. This is the Federated. Now, there's a lot here that I'm not familiar with. I'm still learning this. I am on a private server. I have a closed group that I am part of, and we have a server, and we're all on that. It's closed, and it membership only thing, but it's we've been on Mastodon since it began, but I have not done this on my own. I've done it through the guidance of the administrator of that particular channel that I'm a member of. So I'm actually learning all this. But the Federated is more or less global, and so you can do it that way. And okay, I've got a notification up here. So this is not like Twitter. So I go on there. Yeah, he's a parody of himself, all right. See, Mark left me a a post about the thing I put up there, and I'm going to do a complete video on this because what I'd like to do, I'd like to try and get my friends to come over to Mastodon because I'm going to be doing a lot over there. And I don't mind. The topic drift in chat is not that big of a deal because you can read the chat, and if you're not interested in Mastodon, or else you can watch Mastodon, or else you do both. But this is what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be linking my live streams to Mastodon, as well as if you hit notifications, you'll still get it through YouTube, or you'll get it through Twitter. But I'm going to be putting stuff here. So this is Mastodon, and all my people that follow me over on Twitter, you may want to come and join Mastodon, because you're gonna find that it's more. You don't get any ads, number one, and they don't collect your personal information. They collect is your sign-in information, and that's it. And a lot of these administrators don't put up with the kind of crap that you see out there, because The thing about Mastodon is it's what they call a decentralized system. You don't have uh, Twitter running the whole show on their own server bank. You have individuals that have their own servers. You are obsessed with me, Punisher for Truth. You look at what you have put about me on your private thread. Why do you have me blocked on your chat, by the way? What are you scared of? And see, Punisher, look at what you've accused me of. You sit there and say I'm obsessed with Timmy. Why am I obsessed with Timmy? What has Timmy accused me of? Now, you and I have had this discussion before, Punisher, and you can't seem to get it through that thick Canadian head of yours that I don't like being accused of things that I did not do. And all right, all right, if Timmy would just mind his own effing business, there'd be no problem. But he won't. Just look at the blog, Punisher. You talk about me being obsessed with Randy and Tim, and look what he's writing about me over there. He's even got over on Timothy Charles Homeseth Reports, he's got a whole section devoted to me. And what do we got? He protests too much. William Murtaugh was bridgeman at the Delphi murder case. I'm supposed to ignore that? And it goes on and on. Florida's most famous creep. That's his obsession with me. This is way back in 2020, 2 years ago. Did James Whitey Bulger, aka lookalike William Murtaugh, make the anonymous child porn tip to NCMEC? I don't even know what the fuck that's about. But this is it. This is obsession. And it goes on and on and on. And you can go back 5 years ago and he's talking about me. And over on his YouTube, going back 10 years, he talked about me. And yet you have the nerve to tell me that I'm the one obsessed with Homeseth? You need to get yourself a mirror, lady. Because you have no idea of what Tim Homeseth has put me through. But it's okay. I just got word that Punisher for Truth, you are an imposter. It says right here. Punisher for Truth, you are an imposter. Keep talking to the fake me. Well, Punisher for Truth on Telegram. How do I know it's not you? Explain this one. Because remember, you've got a chat out there and things that you claim that I said that you say is me. And yet you're saying that this Punisher for Truth is not me. Oh, and then you say you don't participate in slander, gang stalking, and threatening a life? Really? I did? Whose life did I threaten? You're the one doing the gang stalking. You're the one that's making the accusing or accusations. You're the one that's making it hard for me to get employed because of the content that's out there. And Holseth has been doing this to me for 13 years. He will not leave me alone. So you tell me, I mean, you're the one making phone sex with him, kissing his picture on the phone, and don't tell me you didn't because we've got the recording. And and so we've got Punisher for Truth over here, and so Punisher for Truth is an impersonator. Well, remember that chat that Timmy likes so much? That is done by an impersonator. Why doesn't Timmy acknowledge that? Because then he would have to acknowledge that he's wrong about me. See, you don't consider that, Punisher, when you make your accusations over on Telegram. You can sit there and say, fine, this guy isn't you over here on uh, my chat, but you're doing the same thing. You are talking to one of my fake colleagues. Okay, prove it. You do not consider anything because you put out the same defamation every single day. And you know it's a lie, but you will not correct it. And then you whine and cry when people talk about you. But you make these posts. You're on this PPTF thing over on Telegram, so you are responsible, period. You, of course, you don't have to prove it because you can't. Because you are a habitual bald face. Yeah, you're the cry boy or cry woman. You're the Karen over there because you whine and cry when I talk about you. Yeah, I don't get you people. I mean, once again, oh, see, here we go. Now we're putting up the cartoons. That's a real adult debate we're having over there. See, this is the thing about Telegram and why they have some of the dumbest people on the planet over there. These people wouldn't know the truth from their ass in the hole in the ground. I mean, they constantly lie. They don't care. They have no soul. And this woman and others like her quote the Bible. These people are about as Christian as a mole. They are not Christians. And this is the kind of crap that I've had to put up with. Deep State Dave is Tim Holmseth. The Kill Timothy account is Tim Holmseth. The Jigsaw Man account is Tim Holmseth. He creates this stuff, and his handlers create this stuff to create fake drama. Because if these accounts were what you say they are, you would have reported them to law enforcement, and they have not been reported. Yeah. You don't believe in what's in the Bible, so you're not gonna. I'm not gonna sit there and do Bible studies. I don't weaponize religion. You do, and you don't follow your teachings. Boy, you're a rotten administrator. All this spam that comes up. Well, I don't know Megan Fox. I think I may have posted to her once because she was covering the Cynthia Absug trial. But other than that, I don't know a thing about her. But the Punisher for Truth came in and demanded I would not talk about her. So I guess I'm going to have to talk about her. And the name says Punisher for Truth. So unless somebody can prove beyond a doubt different, I have to believe that that's Punisher for Truth, and I have to find out why Punisher for Truth doesn't want to talk about Megan Fox. I did not interview Megan Fox. And by the way, speaking of the CIA, uh, FBI attire, if you go back through Tim Holmes's publishings, uh, let's see, what do we got here? FBI CIA Mert has copy of suspicious photo. FBI man saw the mysterious small, uh, and let's go down. FBI Florida man, FBI man. This is November 2nd, 2022. Um, and on and on and on. Tim Holmseth claimed that I was an FBI agent. It's written on his blog. You go back, it's there. You know, he designated that I am an FBI operative, which means FBI and that's the same thing as being an agent. FBI operative, FBI agent. Uh, if you're going to claim somebody is an FBI agent, don't be. And right here, October 18th, 2022, FBI alerted. Journalists believe FBI operative William K. Murtaugh. So on October 18th, 2022, Timothy Charles Holmsass said that I was an FBI operative. And he also says on this October 18th, did James Whitey Bulger look alike? So that's another one of his idiotic things. But it's, you can go back years. And he says that I am working with the FBI. And so, but he can't make up his mind because in the next breath, he says I'm an impersonator. So it's, which is it? And he acknowledged that I am a reporter. Oh, and guess what? That claim that you made about my deleting the September 17th post? Explain that one. It's up there. It's in the archive. You can go and look at it. If I had taken that down and then reloaded it, which someone's probably going to claim, the date would change. That September 17th would change, but that was taken today of my, that is up and running. Yeah, I would be proud if I was, but I am not claiming to be associated with the FBI. Tim Holmseth is. Now, anybody can go out and buy a FBI t-shirt. They can buy the hat that I'm wearing or buy the CIA hat, and you get them on eBay. And as long as I don't go out and try to arrest people or say that I am with the FBI, I am not impersonating anybody. I'm wearing a costume. Tim Holmseth declared that he was in witness protection, and he went out on eBay and he bought a witness protection shirt. So, but you got caught in a lie over there on Telegram because you put on there right here where this post is yours. Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Because you're breaking the law. You are giving false information to law enforcement. Well, fine. Prove it. If you want to say, I don't care what you say about the finders, I have nothing to do with the finders. And that's another lie that Timmy tells. Well, it's funny about this conversation I'm having over on Teleturd. Yes, you have. Uh, you do. She says that I have too much access to the FBI, and then she turns around and says I'm impersonating the FBI. Which is it? See, these people. They're not consistent. I either am with the FBI or I'm not. These people can't make up their mind. Uh, they can't keep their lies straight. It can't be both. It's either one or the other. And that the Indiana State Police never called you back, did they? I mean, why? Yeah, you made that call, IBT, to the Indiana State Police, and you would not give them the information on the phone. You would not send them a written statement. Why is that? What are you scared of? Why won't you put that information out there? Yet you go over there under PWS Builder or whatever the fuck that thing is, and you declare that I am part of the Delphi murders. What crime? So this is the thing, IBT. You are accusing me of criminal acts. Prove it. See, you can't prove it. Well, why were you calling Delphi, Indiana? You said you had important information. I mean, what reason would you have for calling the Delphi State Police or the Indiana State Police? You know, why would you be calling them? Oh, really? None of my business. This is a woman that publishes material that says that I am connected to the Delphi murder, and yet she says it's none of my business. Now that's rich. See, this is the thing. These people, they're well. I asked you a direct question, IBT, and you refused to answer it, and yet you say it's none of my business. Did you or did you not publish material on your this very site that you're posting on, claiming that I look like Waddy Bulger and that I have been referenced to the Delphi murder case? Then what is it? See, the thing of it is, IBT, you are scared, you are terrified to say why you called. No, it's not. Tim Holmseth doesn't operate this channel. Tim Holmseth is not on social media. Tim Holmseth doesn't write a damn thing. It's being written for him. Tim Holmseth is nothing more than a figurehead. Yes, you do. You fear the truth, IBT. You can sit there and you can hide. No, he doesn't. There's been no proof that Tim Holmseth runs the IBT. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me because it's such a poorly run channel. It's full of crap. I mean, it's the I've never seen. You're one of the few channels on Telegram that is spam. No, you run this channel as well, and you're scared of me. He does not run it. He's not even around. Yeah, he's busy eating popcorn on a couch and watching television. That's what he's busy doing. Timothy isn't doing a damn thing. Yeah, it's funny how you people have managed. Uh, I can't. You got me blocked. The low standard of people over on these message bases uh, is astounding. I mean, All right, they sit there and say Tim is doing this, that, and the other thing, and he doesn't have to prove it. Ooh, look at the spam. You can't follow a conversation over there, then the spam just blows through it. What a crappily run channel. Oh, who the hell is this? Yeah, since you're running that channel, what's the deal with the underwear? Why are you obsessed about men's underwear? Well, that's weird. I mean, Timmy's supposed to be solving all these crimes, yet he goes around and people posting men in their underwear. Strange. I mean, this PPTF thing is a joke, and the PPTF is a fraud. Yes, I did. Well, now Tim met with the FBI, remember? Which I find kind of strange because of the, he whines about the FBI, yet he talks to him. And since this is run by Tim Homseth, is he going to show up next week? We're all betting that Randy and Timmy are not going to show up in court next week. Kind of hoping they don't. I can't. The only private messages that I've checked into are the ones that you've left. I can't. IBT has me blocked out of her so-called chat. What happened now? Ah, jeez, what a load of crap. This dipshit over on Telegram post. No, he won't be able to show up because his assassins are after his ass. So guess what, folks? I won my bet. Tim Homseth is not going to show up for the trial. And guess what? He's going to get another warrant for his arrest. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Timmy's going to get another arrest warrant. I gotta love it. Thank you, IBT. I just won my bet. It's official, folks. Tim Homseth is not going to show up in court on Thursday or on the 17th, and neither is his handler. Yeah, she changed the subject again. She's mad because somebody put some money in my super chat. You know how long it takes to get money out of super chat? Probably it took me a year and a half to get my first payment out of YouTube. This is not a place to make money. And look at the money Timmy's making. You're sitting there talking to me about making money, and look at how much Timmy's making. Jesus Christ! I had to go beg for $40,000 cars and say, "Hey, I got the inside track to Joe Biden. I need $8,000 to go talk to her. Go talk to him." Well, Rebecca, it could be bumped up to a federal warrant because he now has arrest warrants in the state of Minnesota. He's going to have it in Ohio, and he also has an arrest warrant in the state of Florida. I mean, he's collecting uh, arrest warrants like food stamps. Your Lord? When did you buy them? You are like a professional spin doctor. No, you're the professional spin doctor. You're probably getting a cut of the money, if not all of it. Tim probably doesn't see a dime of it. You people probably take it. No chance he is yours. What the hell are you talking about? All I know is Timmy's a coward. Perfect opportunity for him to bring his case into court and defend himself and get all this information out there, and he runs away like he always does. Boy, this woman is obsessed with Homeseth. It's funny as shit. I wonder if she'll make fun. I wonder if she'll make love to her phone again. This is a riot. This microphone is something else on this damn headset. If you had a relationship with my lord, you would be minding your own business. Why aren't you minding your own business? You're having a relationship with a so-called lord of yours. Why are you minding my business? Explain that one. And, what kind of lord allows people like Tim Homeseth to attack people that are guilty of nothing? This thing with Alex the Kook is funny. But I'll tell you one thing, Alex. If you're going to want to talk about Timmy and me from now on, I'm not going to be talking about it on. You are my business because you are a part of a stalking group, tormenting good people, looking for the truth. No, Timmy is not looking for the truth. Timmy is a pathological liar. He's lied about me for 13 years. He's lied about Fireman John. He's lied about Lori. He's lied about Alex Goddard. And he has especially lied about Kim Pacazio. And, and don't give me this Jesus is the truth business because you're not following Jesus's teachings. And nobody's going to convince you of any of it because you're so obsessed with Homeseth and the money you're making off of him. Prove it. Prove she's a fraud. Timmy doesn't even have the balls to use her name. I mean, he doesn't show up to court, so he's not going to get arrested. I mean, the guy's got at least 4 arrest warrants against him, and he never gets arrested. So why all these redactions? Because this is funny. You're not scared because Timmy didn't write this. But let's go over here and look at this latest thing that was sent to old London. We go down here and we've got, let's see, I later learned was FBI agent redacted. I have also learned that convicted sex offender John Regan, aka retired agent redacted. Redacted. We've got redacted. What's with all these redactions? What is he scared of that all these redactions exist? Because he knows he's going to go to jail if he puts the name up there because he's lying. If he was telling the truth, he wouldn't be doing all these redactions. And it's time and time again, you see this crap that him and Randy supposedly are sending the authorities, and it's redact. Because you are handling the accounts over on all the fund-making accounts. Timmy's not handling anything. It's all being done in his name, and he's not getting any of the money. And don't tell me he is. He's not. You know, that's the reason you're doing all this is just to make money. And right here, you see, you want to know why? It says right here, enclosed is a flash drive that contains my name on here. Mert wearing federal agent clothes and badge. Video of Goddard saying Mert saw vagina posters. Threats from redacted. Yeah, so that's false information to law enforcement right there in that letter. Okay, why have we got Jeremiah Regan's picture up here? And, you know, you're talking about the Oath Keeper, which I think is funny because former President Trump supports the Oath Keepers. You know, so what's going on here? And John Regan is not Bob Hammer. John Regan's been dead for 10 years. There's even an autopsy out there. This is something that Tim gets wrong. You know, and that's why everything's redacted off that document, because he is committing slander against John Regan. And, you know, here we go with this Kim Bacazio business. You know, again, you people are obsessed with underwear. What is the deal here? No, it's true. It's not bullshit. And you see, now you're putting pictures of Levi Page in his underwear on your thing. That's stalking, lady, whether you realize it or not. And so all, you know, it's this Barbara Carbington Wallace is actually Tim Holmes or Astro. You know, I don't know what putting a guy in his underwear up there has anything to do with solving crime. I absolutely do not know. Oh boy, this is funny. Yeah, and yeah, you talk to me about stalking, and look at what you're allowed to be posted on what you say is Tim Holmes's page. If this is Tim Holmes's Telegram channel, he is responsible for the material that goes on here, and that is uh, the very same thing that he is being charged with in Ohio. So maybe he'll wind up having to appear in court in Tennessee before this is all done, because that's menacing by stalking under Tennessee law. Yeah, there's the thing. You know, I'm having this conversation over on Telegram with this crazy woman over there who doesn't seem to understand that if you're going to make the kind of accusations that they make over there, you got to prove it, and they cannot do it. No, because they are Tim Holmes's socks coming in here. And, you know, what death threat are you talking about, by the way? You know, where are we seeing death threats on my chat, by the way? Let me go over in the comments. Yep. Okay, let's see. Okay, where, I'm looking through here. Mert, the PPTF, yeah, let's see what we got. Levi, they got your underwear up again. Or somebody they claim. Oh, and there's a funny thing about that. I got to find the picture I took of that. Somebody. What the hell's all this? That's something else. There's a 55-gallon drum with Timmy's name on it. No, that's not a death threat. That's that number one, that's sarcasm, and number two, they're saying that somebody has killed Tim and put him in there. Yeah, that's not a death threat. If you think that's a death threat, you call up the cops and report it. I dare you. That's the thing. You can sit there and you can say things or things, but when it comes time to do something about it, you don't do it. Yeah, and what have you accused that guy of doing? Didn't you accuse him of being part of the Delphi murders? Didn't Tim Homseth say that? And fine, if you want, take whatever action you want. But there's people on this chat. You didn't? Oh, of course not. Of course not. Prove you didn't. Prove it. I'm supposed to prove that I'm not in Delphi at the time of the murders up there. So you got to start proving it. Yeah, that's defamation. You accused him of hanging with pedophiles. That's defamation of character. Because you can't prove it. Yeah, see, these are two false statements you're making. You are accusing a man, his wife, of being a pedophile. You're accusing him. Harry accused pedo. Who's Harry? See, that's the thing. You make these accusations. Tim Homseth makes the accusation. Yeah, here we go. Accused pedophile. Accused pedophile. That's all defamation. You people are nuts. And then you went and see, this is it. You have the obsession, IBT, not me, because you're making all this crap up. You're up there in frostbite country, barging in on things down here in the United States. Why don't you worry about your own damn country, number one? I mean, I guess you get tired of running around getting yourself on television up there. You love attention. Okay, let's see. See what we got going on here. Because this follows a pattern. That's nothing there. That's probably. You don't research, you don't research. You just allege things off the top of your hat. You don't research. And you are the one. See, now you're accusing all of us of being close to pedophiles based on what? John Regan is not. Bring up the criminal record. I want to see it. If John Regan is a convicted sex offender, I want to see the police report. Where is it? If Tim Homseth obtained a background report, then he should publish it. He's supposed to be an investigative reporter, so he can publish the material. If he can't, Mark, thanks for stopping in. You have a good night. Levi, I haven't found it yet. Where is it? All I see is, well, there you go. Where is the report? Yeah. And again, John Regan is dead. It's kind of hard. And how I can't sue. I don't have money. You have no idea how the civil court system works, lady. Like you don't have any clues to anything else. And that vulgar woman never sued me like she said she was going to. That went out the window. Just gang stalk and try to intimidate like exactly what you're doing. I mean, you're projecting and you are, oh, here we go, stalking, putting up uh, pictures. Who's LV? Leslie Vaughn decided she wanted to stalk people. That's probably another Astro account. Astro's famous for that. But, I don't know what that has to do. Yeah, here we go. Personal pictures. That means you're stalking the website. What does this have to do with anything? But, guy's got good taste in woman. I'll say that for him. But, Jeremiah has been trying, he's off minding his own business, and now he's got people stalking his pages. That's Astro for you. And you're allowing this. You see, you're allowing the stalking of this guy who has nothing, he says nothing, does nothing, yet you people are attacking him. I think they both are equally good looking. And again, Astro, what's the deal here? What does this have to do with anything? The guy's done nothing. Why can't you leave the guy alone? Why have you got to stalk this guy? See, this is an example of what these people are. Now, the PPTF is supposed to be this big, important national something, and yet they're going around stalking people's personal pages with this nonsense. Seriously, Mert, if Craig, Kim, or Bobby cared about you, they wouldn't have left you hanging. They're not leaving me hanging. They're minding their own fucking business. And Astro, what is this thing with the underwear? Why do you care? You attack Goddard simply because she doesn't like Tim Homestead. I mean, that's all, you don't know anything. Jesus, you people are something else. In the end, no, they didn't get themselves redacted. Oh, there we go. See, what's with all these pictures? Yeah. I don't understand oh, she deleted them all. See, that's something that Astro does. That's why you know that Vaughn person is Astro. Yet another sock account. Because she deletes the pictures after she puts them up. That is classic Astro. And why hasn't uh I don't care about his underwear, Astro. Why do you care? Answer that. Why do you care about somebody's underwear? Why am I not in the redacted club? Number one, I don't recall Goddard getting any order for any redacted. Timmy's doing that on his own. And third parties like you come along and put the names out there anyway. But, again, I said this an hour and a half ago. Timmy doesn't have to worry about it because he won't come to court. Oh, you're trying, Well, I'll tell you what, I do things on my own. If they don't give a fuck about me, I don't care. No, you're free to defame and lie to your heart's content because you absolutely refuse to tell the truth. And you refuse to believe the truth when it has been clearly shown to you. You are obsessed. You will never, ever believe the truth. You're not even in this country. You have no idea what's going on. You're a late arrival to this mess. You just, for whatever reason, you become obsessed with Homeseth and believe everything he says. And that's classic cult. I don't spend a lot of time defending them. They're perfectly capable of defending themselves. My primary concern is over the lies that you and Homeseth tell about me on a daily basis. Well, you got a pretty low standard if you believe in Homeseth and trust him. It's a very, very low mark. With what money? It takes money, you imbecile. Hell, I had to lay out money when that idiot sued me the last time. Yeah, that's what people do that have money. I don't have the money. Now, yeah, maybe I ought to start one of these eBay sites to get the money to hire a civil attorney. Civil courts in the United States are not free. There is no such thing as pro bono lawyers in civil cases. No, they can't. Kim Picasio does not practice this kind of law. She is a family court attorney. Do your homework. Goddard's not even a lawyer. I am on Social Security. Well, fine, Craig Sawyer has the money, but I'm not associated with Craig Sawyer. That's another lie that Tim Homeseth told. I have absolutely no association. No, Goddard does not think she's a lawyer. I don't know where you get that. No, Kim can't. That's acting as an attorney. She is not she is not, and she doesn't work for free. Why can't you tell the truth, Alex? It's the simplest thing in the world here. You have got to start telling the truth, but you absolutely refuse to do it. Hey, sit there, I gotta go out and hire a lawyer to tell the truth? Yeah, she's a good friend, but that doesn't mean that I've got to mooch off her. That's like saying, okay, I'm a car dealer. Come to me and I'll give you a free car. No, I'm not in denial. All I'm trying to do is to get you to quit lying about me. That's it. End of story. I'm tired of being lied about. You don't understand that. You don't care. You don't have a conscience, and you are not a Christian. Because if you were a Christian and you believed in God, you would start following his teachings and quit bearing false witness. But that would mean that you would have to admit that you're wrong about Homeseth, and you can't do that. So you don't believe in the truth. All Kim and Alex have been trying to do is to get Tim to leave them alone and stop with the lines. And Tim is not capable of that. This stuff has been going on for 13 years. If Timmy had something to use against Kim and get her convicted, he could have done it 13 years ago. Disband the FBI. Ugh. Yeah, poor Timmy. What would he do without the FBI? Yeah, he's a FBI witness. He went and told FBI all this stuff. And then he turns around and wants it disbanded. Love it. Who's this piece of work? Well, Kim's known Levi a lot longer, so. Well, guess what? IBT. Tim Holmseth walked away from the court and uh, is out there having all kinds of fun. So that gag order did a lot of good, didn't it? And he's got you to violate the order for him. This is called third party harassment. Yeah, and again, this obsession with Kim is funny. He doesn't have to. Yeah, you're willing to lie for him. You're in this little cult. You don't question anything that he does. You just go right along with it because it's where the money's at. She doesn't sell babies. See, that's another lie. If she was doing that, she would have been in jail 13 years ago. It's all a lie. It's stupid. You are willing to destroy a person's reputation because you're in love with the guy. Nah, you haven't given him any tests. Nah, she's not. It's all a fairy tale. It's Timmy's fairy tales, and you've been brainwashed into it. Sad, really. But, stupid is. What yeah, it's just her reputation really hasn't been destroyed because you people are here on this teeny tiny little website, uh, and nobody pays much attention to it. This little spat going on between the two um, message bases, there's only maybe 20 people that pay attention to any of this. Well, I know she is because comparative analysis works every time. And they're posting, Astro is having a field day over there. Well, why do you bother? Yeah, I was sitting here talking about Mastodon, and all of a sudden, this person you claim is fake comes barging into this room. You people will not stay, and you're watching my show. How do you think we're communicating? You're the one watching the show. So, why are you bothering? And what is with this? These underwear pictures. Why does Timmy allow this on his page? Is he operating a porn site now? He's already got child pornography, so he might as well have a porn thing here. Well, then you don't like yourself. Yeah, you're allowing this LV person to gang stalk. Well, LK is Astro, and Timmy attracts idiots. He attracted you. I mean, you're an idiot. Yeah, 2 hours and 10 minutes you've been in here, IBT. I mean, that's you're stalking this channel. You're not welcome in this channel, but you come in here anyway. Timmy has a lot to do. Yeah, he's got a lot of popcorn to eat and a lot of TV to watch. Yeah, he's really good with the. Oh well, ALV is who I was talking about. That moron that keeps putting pictures in here, which is Astro. Well, why is LK an idiot? I mean, she's minding her own business. You know, you people started in on Lori. Why was the review rejected? A man is a convicted stalker. All I did was mention his 2 warrants. Where's the name? Yeah, I don't see a name here. I see she's posting about somebody. And again, where is, if the man is a convicted stalker, where is the police report? Where is the court records? I don't see a name in this screenshot. All I see, uh, and this is the thing that you didn't want published. I mean, I get someone coming in here using your username saying you do not want this Megan Fox published. And yes, oh, and here we go with the impersonation thing again. So, where's the police report? Astro only targets Levi and Kim and Alex Goddard. She's obsessed with them. She might, you know, she might try and break into your personal uh, account, but you know, it's Astro's a coward. Well, then who is the IBT in there? Prove it's not you. Your name was on there. It said infiltrated by Truth Punisher. Your other name. I mean, there, look, Truth Punisher. That was who was in my chat. No, I was not. And I was also not in the state of Indiana in 2017 at all. Who's this moron? Well, look up. It's in your chat, you moron. Somebody asked a question. Was William K. Murtaugh an over-the-road truck driver in February of 2017? And no, I was not driving in 2017. And yeah, that was this ridiculous thing is you people demand that I show where I was in 2017 and to prove that I was not in Indiana in 2017. Why do I need to do that? You people are not law enforcement. If law enforcement wants to know where I'm at, they don't even have to ask. They've got the forensic tools to find out where I've been every second of every day. Oh, it's about Tim Holmes's criminal history. I don't know. It's somebody in this room wants to know about my trucker logs. And if I'm not driving truck in 2017, I don't have trucker laws. I'm just saying that truckers have a way of proving where they are if they are driving. But if you had listened to the rest of the broadcast, since you are in here all the time, you would know that there are ways of figuring out where somebody is in 2017. Law enforcement can find that out in 5 minutes. You armchair detectives, certainly. No, I've never been in Delphi, Indiana. Yeah, Tim Holmseth has a criminal record, and he has a criminal record having to do with uh yeah, I that happens to be true, you dipshit. We all have a digital footprint, and if the law enforcement wants to find out where I was on February 14th, 2017, they can do it. Yeah, they Yeah, what's ridiculous about this whole thing is these nutcases over on Telegram want me to prove that I was not in Delphi, Indiana on February 14th, 2017. And why should I have to do that? It's law enforcement that need to know that. And law enforcement would find out that I was not in Delphi, Indiana on February 14th, 2017. And there's a thousand ways that it can be proven that I had nothing to do with that case, and Holmseth knows it. Not, no, IBT, get the rocks out of your brain. Social media is a part of it. Actually, Tim Holmseth is a witness to the fact that I was not in Delphi, Indiana on February 14th, 2017, because him and I were arguing on Twitter at that time. So he has it in his archives. And like I said in the live stream that you seem to forget about, there's all kinds of ways. Cell phone pings alone would solve that problem, but you've got gas receipts, credit cards, toll roads, all kinds of forensics out there that we all on this planet leave every day of our lives. So they, at the time that I was arguing with Tim Holmseth, I didn't know anything about the case. The Delphi case was not even on the radar. Tim Holmseth did not talk about the Delphi case for years. This is a 6-year-old case. Where is an article on any of Timmy Holmseth's social media about that case within a couple of weeks of it? Hell, Tim Holmseth was talking about um, Haley Cummins within days of her case. That's what started all this. This is obsession with Haley Cummings. So but getting back to the subject at hand, you cult followers of Homeseth started this business with uh, demanding that I prove where I was on February 14, 2017. And my question is, why do I have to prove that? And that's, you avoid the question. There is no reason for me to. And if Tim and I were discussing something on Twitter at that time, there's your proof that I was nowhere in Delphi, Indiana, because the timestamp and the computer information that Twitter would have would prove that I was nowhere near Delphi, Indiana, because my IP address would show up in their archives. And by law, Twitter has to keep these archives. And it's the service is not that old, so they got plenty of room for all the tweets. And there is such a thing. Tim keeps every single solitary thing I write, so it's in his archives, right, attached to the device. And there's other information in internet traffic that would prove that I was in this very county at that time in 2017. Yeah, and you still haven't answered the question. Why do I have to prove where I was to you people? What business it is of yours? They would not have the IP address for my internet provider account. Yeah, what you're doing, IBT, is you're showing you have no. I came out with. Why do I need to even provide an alibi? You avoid the question. Why do I need an alibi? The logbook thing was to show that if I was driving a truck, I would be able to show where I was at any time and any day. And there are ways that I can show where I was at any time, period. See, you're trying to offshoot the whole thing. And I just answered your question about the logbooks. No, nobody told me to do that. I did it on my own. But no, there's this idiot over on BitChute that wants me to, this Truth Punisher or whatever he calls himself. You're not missing much, but question period. Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're getting at with that. The core issue here is, why should I need to account myself to a bunch of armchair detectives? You people are the ones that are making these accusations. This thing just screwed up. Oh, all right. I see what it is. Well, no, it's not. I just let's draw the conclusion to this. I do not have to prove my whereabouts to any of you people. You are going to continue to accuse me of things that I did not say or do, no matter how much truth is given to you, because you are obsessed with lies. Simple. Now, there are people that wanted me to prove that I was not in Delphi, Indiana. And then The only the only people that needs to be proven this to is law enforcement. Period. I don't have to give it to some crazy Canadian and any of the other crazy lunatics that are following home theft. Ooh, you're shouting all these. Trucker alibi, trucker alibi. I have never impersonated an FBI agent. In order to impersonate an FBI agent, I have to go out and actually act like an FBI agent. Wearing costumes that you can buy on eBay is not impersonating anybody. Sheesh. I was a truck driver in 2017, but I was not in a truck driving position where I needed a logbook because I did not leave the state of Florida. And I was also driving a truck that does not require a CDL. And again, uh, PPTF or whoever the hell you are, I do not have to prove where I was except to law enforcement. So I don't know why you're even talking about this. Yeah, it's going to be hard to have a conversation with you. This crappy channel is getting spammed at. See, this IBT is on this kick over on Telegram, and she keeps coming up with all this stuff, trying to tie me into the Delphi case. And they're I don't know why it's doing that. Well, I'll just switch phones. But the thing is, uh, the only people that need to know where I was are the investigators in that case. And the only reason this is coming up is because these yokels somebody got caught. Thanks for that, by the way. I just sent proof that IBT was the actual person in my chat and was not an imposter. Gotta love it. Yeah, this is just another example that IBT refuses to tell the truth. That she's in my chat and she lies about it. Let's see. No, yeah, that's the funny thing is saying you have no proof. Actually, I do. Because somebody monitors your channel and it shows you coming into my chat and chatting as infiltrated by truth. Sure, I'm going to put it in the room. Come on, come on. Yeah, I don't know why she just doesn't admit it. You would think, you'd think people would learn that, it just, it's. I don't get what the purpose is for you lying about this, to be honest. But you did, and you got caught. Okay, now. All right. Do. Let's see, we go over here. PRO. Oh, Lillian, and I don't know if she's still here. She says, am I married? No, I'm a widower. So I guess I don't know. I missed out on that. All right, let's see. This will come through. Okay, this was sent to me, so what do you guys make of this? Um, well, see, you haven't proven you don't lie. I mean, yeah, if there you are. I mean, explain that screenshot. It says chat publicly as Punisher for Truth. That's your other handle. This is why you've got me blocked on your chat, so I can't see this. It's your screen name. A screenshot from the perp. Oh, you can try and wiggle out of it all you want, but it's there. Because you have to log on to YouTube to make that. You can't come in to the room unless you come in as Punisher and you have an account on YouTube. That's how you got busted. Is to you. You can sit there and whine and cry all you want, but proof is proof. And it's recorded for everybody to see. No, you are. You're the one that's brainwashed. You sit there and accuse me of being brainwashed. You're the one that's licking a phone and enlarging screens and everything else for some idiot that can't hold a job. Yeah, you're pretty good at making the little cartoon bubbly thingies down there. Anybody can do that. The little emoji thingies. Big deal. Hell, I can do that. There, I can do that. Doesn't prove anything except for I know how to do cartoons. Yep, there it is. You just proved yourself a liar. Yeah, Punisher for Truth is your other handle. And that's what you came in as. Yeah, so you just proved yourself a liar. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, here comes. You went and created another one. This Mighty Bulger came in, the one that's supposed to be suing me that never did. What happened to that lawsuit, Smitey? Ooh. Yeah, see, the infiltrated's having a fit over on uh, Turdgram there. She's trying to wiggle out of this. Yeah, which I don't know why, because those people over there don't care for the truth. You can sit there and whine and cry all she wants, and nobody cares. They're as brainwashed as she is. No, somebody else sent it that's monitoring your activities. And I have no idea who it is. It's an anonymous account. Yeah, Smitey, why can't you use your real name? What are you scared of? You're the one that goes around saying that I'm Whitey Boulder or look like him. Another brain dead moron. Yeah, something I found out about you, Smitey. You're not even a woman. You're some dude locked up in his own basement, pretending to be 3 or 4 different people. That's the latest I got on you. Hell, you might even be Astro for all we know. Yeah, now let's find a way to wiggle out of it, Punisher. But you see, the thing that's funny about this is you are in my room right now. You took a screenshot from my room. You're the one that's obsessed with me. I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about Mastodon, and you came into the room. What are you people going to do when I shift everything over to BitChute and I'm not even talking about you people anymore? What are you going to do now? You're in both. You can be in both at the same time because in real time what I'm doing. You have to be in here in order to know what I'm saying. So that's a dumb statement. I'm not sure how old he is. I think he's young. I know that. He's in his. Why don't you ask him? You're the one that's obsessed with him, Leslie. You put up pictures of his underwear. So why don't you ask him? Ask Infiltrator. She's supposed to know everything about everything. Maybe she can tell you how old he is. Lori did not send me the picture. She's blocked from your chat, you ninny. Yeah, I don't know why she even bothers. Justice for John Benet Ramsey. Oh, okay. Well, again, Astro, why don't you ask Kim? Yeah, ask me all these questions. Ask Timmy. He probably has everything, cradle to grave on her. So ask Timmy if you can find him. He's not on social media. He's on a couch somewhere eating popcorn. I'm not going to guess. Yeah, Astro, you keep asking these questions, and I'm not going to answer them because it's none of your fucking business. Why don't you go? You live down close to the beach. Why don't you go to the beach or something? Go out fishing, or set lobster traps or something. Maybe try running your business. 1990. Well, this is 2023, so I guess you can do, or 2022, close to 2023. So I guess you can figure it out. Possible dates of birth. Somebody's been running a background check utility. Yeah, that's where that information came from. January 19th, 1990. So what? 32 years old? Well, Leslie, why don't you run that background check and figure that out? People seem to be interested in how old people are here. I'm 72, so I'll save you the trouble of you asking. I was born October 10th, 1950. Do the math. Since you're interested in how old everybody is. How old are you, LV? How about it, Leslie? How old are you? Do, 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 do. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes Leslie to answer this one. Come on, Leslie, how old are you? Yeah, 32 years old. You just answered your question. Well, 1990 from 2022. What do you get? I am old and I am bitter about Mert. Yeah, you're old, all right. You probably got Alzheimer's or something. Might explain a lot. Because I know let's see, Astro would be about 70 years old now. Tell Lori to take a screenshot or her view and post it. Lori, the Canadian crazy over there wants you to take a picture of your view and post it. You could always come into chat and ask her that. I mean, I don't block you from this chat. Why in all the photos of Levi Page in his underwear, he's always in stupid briefs and not in boxer shorts? I don't know. And she goes away. You can't stand people that tell the truth. That's what you can't stand. Boy, Astro disappeared in a hurry, man. She comes in and goes away. Poof. All right. La la la. Well, that's funny. Sometimes IBT sounds like Astro. This the kind of that's the kind of demand that Astro used to make all the time. You do it, Mert. You do it. Oh, excited. All right. Well, I guess the chat, but she told me to post this, so I'm going to post it. There, I posted it. And as you can see, she doesn't like you very much, Laurie. You know, this is why she lies about you. She can't stand you, so she lies about you and defames you and slanders you. She used, that's why they do all this. They can't stand me, so they lie and slander me. Because they're strangers to the truth. All right, now we go back to teleport. Yep, Astro's back. Well, I posted it, cuckoo, so we'll see what she does. Yeah, okay. That's what you do, IBT. So, you're the one that gang stalks and propagates for a living. Well, she did it over on her Twitter, I believe. And I don't know why you're so obsessed with it. Hmm. All right, I'm looking at it, and I just retweeted it. Well, I guess you can prove that Butterfly Mama had anything to do with this. I have no contact with Butterfly Mama. She doesn't like me either, from what I understand. So, yeah, most likely because you don't know shit. Now you're accusing Butterfly Mama of something, and she may not have anything to do with it. You're free with that accuse button. But again, what this proves, IBT, is that you can't prove that I wrote anything because it could have been an imposter that did the so-called threat. Yeah, if it's red writing, everybody does the red writing. And now this, yeah, see, LV is just proving herself thing. Yeah, Astro, I don't know why you don't use your real name because you just prove that it's you. I don't know Butterfly Mama, you idiot. She doesn't communicate with me. I don't communicate with her. I don't know that much. If you want to think that Butterfly Mama and I have something going, knock yourself out. I mean, you guys have had your own personal battle going there. I watched the back and forth between you two. I know next to nothing about Butterfly Mama. And that's just one of these things you do. You make these accusations and you can't prove it. There's 100% up there. That's red writing. You mean you telling me that 100% is so that means, oh, if that's red writing and that's supposed to be uh, Butterfly Mama, that must be you. Yeah, I've seen 1,000 people use that red arrow all over the internet. It's in a, it's an editing thing. Well, that's fine. That's between you and Astro. Why don't you tell her? You're the one that's obsessed with this. Let's see, 2014. Look at the date there, Elby. 2014. That's 8 years ago. You're sitting here talking about stuff that happened 8.5 years ago. That's how far you go back. That's how obsessed you are. LV, go get yourself some mental help. I mean, and you're using my current thing, so that means that you're tuning in to my Twitter account and going back 6 years. And I gotta do something here. I can't monitor the account. My cell phone just went dead. For some reason the charger cord's not working. So I gotta see. Well, I might as well take Mastodon off. Alright, let's see if I can bring this up. Alright. Alright, now I'm back. Pin message. William K. Murtaugh just got caught lying about the Delphi murder case. He posted a video to. Now, see, this is supposed to be a. Let's see, what's the picture here? He produced a video to show trucker logs that would clear him. He just admitted he was not. And then we get into this impersonates a federal agent crap again. See, the problem is, uh, they keep trying to associate me with the Delphi murder case. And why? You know, call law enforcement and don't hide behind some secret shit that you did. Prove that I was there. It, no, you do it. Well, what's funny is this moron that's on here doing all this stuff. She's accessing my Twitter back then. Look at the dates of these tweets that are being put up. She can go back to the very date that is in question here and probably find the Twitter log of where I was and what I was doing on that exact date. And it's the funny thing, Tim knows it. You've got access to all of Tim's materials. Go look yourself. It's right there. Well, you don't have any proof either. I mean, you say these things about me and you don't have proof. I mean, you tell me I'm a criminal, you don't have proof of that. Do, 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 do. You're clogging up the chat here, Astro. I don't know why you keep putting this stuff up. I'd like to know how you're managing to do that because you're blocked from my Twitter account. How are we criminal stalkers? Timmy and you are both public figures. So that doesn't apply. Tim Holmseth declares that he's third in line to the former president of the United States. That makes him a public figure. You're closely associated with him. That makes you a public figure. Yes, you are. You're acting as a spokesperson for an individual that declares that he is third in line to a former president of the United States. That makes you a public figure. One thing you definitely are is a mentally depraved individual. Oh, then what are you? His fan? You are speaking on Tim Homeseth's behalf on this chat. That makes you a public figure. You just admitted that you're making money off of this chat. Oh, you got a big mouth. Yeah, you just admitted it. You got a big mouth. Big, fat, lying mouth. But you just admitted that you're making money off of this chat. Or off of Tim Homeseth. Right there. 12 midnight Eastern time. I prefer the term entrepreneur. Entrepreneur are people that make money. And you definitely have a big mouth because you just put your foot in it. March 6th, 2014. Hmm. Astro, why don't you go to February 14th, 2017, since you're in my Twitter log? I think you'd be in for a big surprise if you did that. Mm-hmm. Let the spam begin. Sheesh. Well, shit. 3 hours of this crap. The boyfriend thought she was talking to a young guy she was supposed to meet at the rock concert. Manager, oops. Well, you know the story of this, Astro. That was radio pretending to be that individual. You forgot about that, didn't you? That radio was the one doing all this stuff. Why do you leave that out? This is what was going on back in 2014. Radio was going around playing games, just like uh, these people on this are doing, running around with all these fake usernames. Exactly what you're doing, Astro. This is what, Astro, the 25th name that you've put up here on Telegram? So there's the story behind the tweet, Astro. I talked to her about getting the guy a GoPro for Christmas because she asked for a suggestion that had nothing to do with this chat. And again, Astro, why is this relevant to anything? I don't understand any of this. But this is Astro. She's as brain dead as infiltrated by truth because she is obsessed with Levi Page. She's obsessed with Kim Picasio and Jeremy. She just can't let any of this go. Yeah, it's interesting you put this up. JonBenet Ramsey confession turned over to Donald J. Trump. This is what makes Tim Homseth a public figure, is bullshit like this. This is the law. This is the lawsuit where Tim Homseth sued the National Weather Service because he got fired for being a janitor. Jesus, what a. It'd take me a week to read through this crap. But, that's interesting that she put that up because the. No, let me. And if you guys got about a week to read this. But this, if you do a comparative analysis with the old blog and Timmy's current blog, you would understand that he is not writing anything in currently. That is a link to Timmy's old blog that the Canadian Kook put up. Well, but you just gave us proof that the old blog and the new blog are completely different. You have any idea how long that is? It's 12:07 Eastern Time. I have read it. I've read every article on his blog. I remember the article the second he put it up there. It shows how full of shit Homeseth is. Well, that's tough. This is a public board. You should have sent it in a direct message. It's public information, you dummy. And this is Timmy's board, remember? Yeah, this is September 26, 2016, he put it up. And what happened a year later? She got mad because I took the link. And if I recall, this turned out he got duped into a hoax, if this is what I think it is. Because there was some moron that came up that said he had information and attached to you, you will find a Microsoft Word file entitled Two is Too Young to Die, which contains a confession by the person that claims to have murdered John Benet Ramsey. I have provided it to the FBI. All right, this was September 25th, 2016, 7 years ago. Haven't done a thing about it. Nah, oh, there's somebody else to accuse. Now he's accusing Monograph of murdering her. Again, Astro, that was not Jeremy. And, it's funny. I remember you got mad at radio because she used the Rocket Man 1069 thing. Oh, now, yeah. See here, I think Timmy's trying to blame Lynn for this. Tell Rebecca I am going to deal with her. Rebecca is a disgusting person that always defends you. Oh, we have a threat. All right. Well, that has been photographed. So you took it off too late. I've already photographed it. See, the thing about it, police department is. Okay, when was this written? This was written November 11th. Well, if they solve the case, that's going to be good. Ain't going to be Tim Holmeseth doing it. Guarantee you that. You know, Tim Holmeseth said he solved this case 3 years ago. I'm on Social Security and it's none of your business how much money I make. Yeah, see, you just said it. You already solved it. So this article here is worthless. From America First of all people. Gotta love it. Oh, here we go with the underwear again. MSN needs to catch up with Homie. Okay. You wonder where the underwear went. American Eagle underwear. Crazy shit. All right, guys. This is about 2.5 hours too long. I'm sitting here playing games with the dead. Oh, now IBT's getting to be in the same thing as Astro. Gotta get into that Gossip Queen stuff. Yeah, totally useless. But you know, Timmy allows us on his blog, his channel here. Yeah, why don't you go to bed? You're the one that's in my room. This isn't my video. I didn't put any of this in my video. Well, if you don't like me in here, block me. You saying goodnight to yourself? You know, I've told you not to be in my chat and in my channel, but you come in here anyway. Yep, LV went bye-bye. Still got the older chats up there, but she deleted the pictures. See, that's, you know, LV, you prove yourself to be Astro by doing that, because only Astro does that. So I don't know. You know, you might as well use your real name, Astro. You're not fooling anybody with all these different names you use. Yeah. And, you know, IBT has already said that she can't stand you. So, well, get that out of there. Well, I think I'm going to go binge watch on Netflix or something here. This goofy Canadian is about as worthless as it gets. And Astro, you might as well erase the pictures. You know. Anyway, you know, this is a 3 hour too long deal. But I'll probably be on assignment for a while. My regulars, you can check me out on Mastodon. I'll get more into that in a pre-recorded videos because probably from here on out, I'm going to do pre-recorded videos because it seems to be the only way I can keep these nutcases off this channel. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot more on Mastodon, and I'll be doing a lot more over on Tribal, and I'll also be doing a lot more over on my BitChute channel. Because that's where I'm taking the discussion about the frauds at the PPTF. I'm going to be doing all of it entirely over on BitChute. And this channel is going to be reserved for what it was intended to be for in the first place. So, any information about the trial of these two nitwits will be. Um, do I have a Rumble, Laurie? I am. That's another thing I'm going to do. So if you can, anybody that has Rumble, if you can give me any pointers, I can go over there and set that one up as well. I don't know. Can I live stream on Rumble? Because that would be, if I could live stream on Rumble, that would be interesting. And I got to figure out what their rules are. But it's I have a chance to grow this channel, and I can't do it discussing Tim Homeseth because it turns people off. They just don't like QAnons and fake patriots and all this stuff. So I gotta check out. Well, let me sign off here, and I'm gonna go over to Rumble and look at them, and I'll try and live stream over there. So like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and stay tuned because I will be reporting on the evolution of the Mert Witness 1 presence. Night all. All right, well, I had a notification and it didn't come through. What happened?